Okay, welcome back. And in this segment, let's go back to our prior's example, look at the output and see what are the other things that can be extracted from it. So I'm going back to my battery results here. And notice I have 19 trees. And when you look at all of these individual trees, when you focus on individual nodes, they all come in different sizes. And they all have different percentage of spam. The red ones correspond to the increased percentage of spam. So here, if I focus on this tree here, again, I have another set of nodes and a different percentage of spam, and so on and so forth. It turns out it is possible to process all of these trees, all of the nodes, and extract the overall summary in terms of what has been found as these trees evolved. And this machinery is known as a Hotspot. So I'm going to click on the Gather Hotspot button. I'm going to focus on my spam group. As you can see, 19 trees jointly represent 322 individual nodes. So I'm going to click now OK. And that harvesting process analyzes all of those individual nodes and summarizes the results in form of this simple table and the graphical display. And in particular, on the graphic, you can see richness versus count of class, focus class in the node. And as you look at this graph, over here, there's the most interesting nodes because they represent, for instance, for this node here, tree number 2, node number 16, has 322 spam cases, which are identified with 97% of the overall node. So if we look tree number 2, node number 16, means that we go back to the original battery summary, look at the tree number 2, node number 16, they all numbered left to right, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So once we reach node number 16, now we can see we have these 338 records out of 341 that belong to the spam group. And now you can click on that node, go on the rules, and extract the exact sequence of rules that identify with 90%, with 97% accuracy the spam group. And likewise, you can quickly focus on all these other nodes that are out there and identify most interesting rule sets that identify your top spam segments. So as you can see, battery prior in combination with the Hotspot post-processing allows you to quickly identify most interesting rule sets that are focused on isolating the event of interest, and that's why it's called a hotspot. So for example, if you're doing fraud detection, then the battery prior is a very powerful tool to scan all these different possibilities and then suggest the most critical rules that are responsible for identifying records with a high confidence of being fraudulent. And in addition to that, as I've shown in the previous segment, you can also score battery priors and save the output data set and look at the vote count. And based on the vote count, you also have an additional numeric measure of confidence of something being fraud or non-fraud. So hopefully at this point I gave you enough flavor of the importance of battery prior and how useful it could be in a wide variety of different applications.